Howdy y'all, Stock Warden here, back with another video. And today we're going to be covering American Resources Corporation, and to just see why the stock is kind of tapered off a little bit, but also in the true direction of this stock as the rest of the year is going to end up closing out. So we'll go ahead and get right into it. So we have two major marker points that have happened in the past week. American Resources Corporation and ReElement Technologies have forged strategic partnerships with the Republic of Uzbekistan to advance critical mineral supply chains, beginning with tungsten. So that's going to be something huge. And also, you have ReElement Technologies is announcing recycled magnet processing agreement with ERI. So that is going to also transition into processing rare earth metals with ERI as well. So both of those is going to be something that is absolutely huge that's going to end up coming through. So that's awesome. And then also UTSR was stating that they are starting to be able to reshore rare earth productions as well. So all of that is going to be helping along. Like I had said in my previous video about a month ago, ReElement had forged $1.4 billion partnership with U.S. Department of War and the Vulcan Elements to advance fully integrated domestic rare earth magnet supply chain. So not only are they going to be able to bring the magnets in, they're going to be able to recycle them, make them better, make them stronger, and then be able to turn around and sell their rejuvenated and recycled product back out into the world and into the marketplace for sale, for profit. That's what I was going for. So right now the stock is sitting at 268, which is kind of fettering this little bit of a resistance line here. If you look to where the bottom of this line was here at about 250, where the low was, and also the low on the previous day was 255, but we're going to look right here on this 250 marker, and we're going to bridge it all the way back into September, where you had multiple different hits, where even all the way back to August 27th, they had their closing at 218, but we're going to bring it up just a little bit here. So on the 250 marker, you can see that you have quite a few highs and lows that have hit this resistance line here. So over the next week, as we get into the Thanksgiving holiday, we'll kind of see what these new partnerships and what these new contracts are going to pursue and show good profits for AREC stock for all of the investors. Now also, their Q3 has not been completely established and sent in yet, so that's going to be one to be able to turn around and look into as well, because they did really well in Q1. They faltered pretty hard in Q2, but because they had a large expense log that they had trying to get their processing plant built up and trying to build these other contracts and things of that nature, for them to be able to bring in more to the market, for them to be able to generate more profit as time goes on. So now, to kind of get a little bit deeper into all of these different things. So the 1.4 billion joint partnership is going to be supporting a partnership with Vulcan Elements to be able to scale domestic rare earth magnet supply chains. So then for the Uzbekistan-based TMK, for them to develop and expand critical mineral value chains, which direction that's going to be pushing in is that with them being the leading U.S. innovator in rare earth elements and critical mineral refinings, they are signing this strategic partnership agreement with TMK LLC, which is in the Republic of Uzbekistan, where they're going to develop and expand the critical mineral value chain between the two nations, beginning with the sourcing of tungsten concentrates in Uzbekistan and then refining them into higher grade tungsten in the United States. So that's something that's going to be awesome. Then they've also been honored with the 2025 Trusted Tech Leadership Award from the Kratch Institute for Tech Diplomacy at Purdue. And they ended up bringing that prestigious award in because it recognized the organization and leader who exemplify integrity, innovation, and collaboration among allies in advancing freedom, security, and prosperity. So they're also being able to pave the way in a great public view and also showing that they are growing their company in the right direction and to try to be able to bring in a whole new sector on this rejuvenating and revitalizing these rare earth minerals. So a little bit into the ERI and ReElement Technology partnership. So they are looking deep into the agreement is where the ERI will leverage its extensive international collection network and 8 US-based recycling centers to aggregate and pre-process end-of-life magnet materials. Then ReElement will refine this recycled feedstock into high-purity rare earth oxides, enabling the domestic production of critical inputs for mobility, defense, and advanced technology applications. So this agreement strengthens the U.S.'s ability to establish a circular and secure supply chain for rare earth elements at a time of growing strategic demand. So by integrating ERI's scale in responsible electronics recycling with ReElement's advanced modular refining platform, the partnership provides a consistent pathway to generate high-value, domestically sourced mineral output. So throughout advanced proprietary AI-driven software and hardware solutions, ERI is able to identify and access material with magnets and rare earth elements at a distinct purity level, which allows for the recovery of these critical rare earth metals. Then ReElement will commence trial shipments of 99.99% or better pure rare earth oxides to qualified commercial defense partners, which is an essential step towards long-term domestic supply agreements. So ReElement is currently accepting orders from these refined materials, and production is underway at the company's Noblesville, Indiana facility, with a large-scale commercial output scheduled to transition to ReElement's 400,000 square foot Marion, Indiana complex beginning in early 2026. Now, with all of that being said, that means that they now have also set up a feed for their company, because they were for a little while having issues being able to get more magnet material and more recyclable materials to their facility to then be able to recycle it to turn back into profit with their high purity technology. So that's going to be something to definitely look forward to. And once they get moved into their new complex in the beginning of 2026, they're going to be able to grow their output. So then once again, they're going to be pushing harder to be able to bring in more feedstock for fueling that size of a compound, to be able to bring in more product so they can refine more product to bring in just that much more profits. So they're already taking orders now, which is something that's great. so they can start building more profit, making their numbers look a lot better, and to start getting a little bit more out of debt into some of the small aspects that they have been in debt, which has not been very high. So they have a very good profit margin, especially turning around and recycling rare earth metals that have been considered to be non-recyclable. So that is the mission and the motto statement that AREC has came through and pursued, and it's definitely a one of a kind in America. So, and with the threat of China looming over all of the US on using these critical rare earth minerals as a lever to be able to push against the US to try and get what they want, this could not come at a better time, and it couldn't happen for a better company. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope y'all got everything up to date with all the news and everything that's coming through. So if you like the video, give it a like, and please don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date on all of our stocks that we've been covering. And also, if there's a specific stock that you like or that you'd want to get some extra research on or some extra information on, drop it down in the comments below. I'd love to be able to run another stock into the community. So, this is the Stock Warden riding off. So y'all come back now, you hear?